Hello my dear friend. Welcome back to NB English class. Today, we are going on a peaceful and powerful journey. A journey into a land of knowledge, culture, and history. Backhand index pointing right, Bihar, India. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine ancient universities, peaceful temples, great thinkers, and stories that changed the world. This is Bihar. A land not just of history, but of wisdom. And today, while you listen, backhand index pointing right, you will also learn English, naturally. So relax, breathe slowly, and let the story begin. Classical Building Chapter 1, The Beginning of Civilization. Long, long ago, before modern cities, before technology, Bihar was already alive with culture. This land was part of powerful ancient kingdoms. Backhand index pointing right, Magadha. Magadha was not just a kingdom. It was the heart of ancient India. Kings ruled with power. People lived with discipline. Knowledge was growing. This is where history truly began. Crown Chapter 2, Great Empires Rise. Time passed, and Bihar became even more powerful. Two great empires rose from this land. Backhand index pointing right, Maurya Empire. Backhand index pointing right, Gupta Empire. The Maurya Empire was led by a strong king. Backhand index pointing right, Chandragupta Maurya. And later, one of the greatest rulers in history. Backhand index pointing right, Ashoka the Great. At first, Ashoka was a warrior, but after a painful war, he changed. He chose peace over violence. He spread the message of backhand index pointing right, kindness. Backhand index pointing right, truth. Backhand index pointing right, non-violence. This message touched the whole world. Person in Lotus Position Chapter 3, The Land of Enlightenment. Bihar is not only about kings. It is also the land of spiritual awakening. Backhand index pointing right, this is where Gautama Buddha found enlightenment, in Bodh Gaya. Under a tree, in silence, he discovered truth, and his teachings spread across the world. Backhand index pointing right, peace. Backhand index pointing right, compassion. Backhand index pointing right, awareness. Also, another great teacher. Backhand index pointing right, Mahavira, the founder of Jainism. He also shared the path of non-violence and truth. Bihar became a land of deep thinking and spiritual power. Books Chapter 4, The First Universities. Now imagine this. Hundreds of years ago, students from different countries came to Bihar. Why? Because Bihar had the first universities. Backhand index pointing right, Nalanda University. Backhand index pointing right, Vikramshila University. These were not small schools. They were centers of knowledge. Students studied heavy check mark philosophy, heavy check mark science, heavy check mark mathematics, heavy check mark medicine. Teachers were respected. Learning was powerful. This shows backhand index pointing right, Bihar was once the center of education in the world. Cross Swords Chapter 5, Time of Change. But history is never the same. New rulers came. Battles happened. Slowly, the glory of Bihar reduced. Universities were destroyed. Knowledge centers disappeared. But the spirit of Bihar, backhand index pointing right, never died. United Kingdom Chapter 6, British Rule and Struggle. Then came the British. Life became difficult. But Bihar stood strong. Many people fought for freedom. One of the greatest leaders, backhand index pointing right, Dr. Rajendra Prasad. He became the first president of India. A simple man, a strong leader. He made Bihar proud. Sheaf of Rice Chapter 7, Bihar today. Today, Bihar is growing again. It is known for
Welcome back
backhand
to
index
NB
pointing
English
right,
class.
agriculture.
Let me explain this simple
Backhand
English
index
rule that
pointing
will
right,
help you
culture.
speak more confidently.
Backhand
Learn
index pointing right,
Welcome
tradition.
to NV English
People here are
class.
hardworking,
Today, I'll explain a
strong,
key
and
English
full of
concept
hope.
that will boost your
Castle
confidence when
Chapter
speaking.
8, Famous Places. Bihar has many beautiful and important places. Backhand index pointing right, Bodh Gaya, spiritual center. Backhand index pointing right, Nalanda ruins, ancient university. Backhand index pointing right, Rajgir, historical city. Backhand index pointing right, Patna, capital city. Each place tells a story. When you visit, you feel history. Curry rice chapter 9, famous food. Now imagine the taste. Smiling face with heart eyes. Backhand index pointing right lidi choka. Backhand index pointing right satuparatha. Backhand index pointing right thikua. Backhand index pointing right kaja. Simple food, but full of flavor and love. Party Popper Chapter 10, Culture and Festivals. Bihar is rich in culture. Festivals are full of emotion. Backhand index pointing right Chath Puja sunrise. Backhand index pointing right Diwali. Backhand index pointing right Holi. People celebrate with devotion, with happiness, with unity. Red Heart Chapter 11, The Real Strength of Bihar. What makes Bihar special? Not just history, not just culture. Backhand index pointing right, it is the people. Strong, patient, determined. They believe in hard work. They believe in growth. Glowing star conclusion, your English journey. My dear friend, today you learned the story of Bihar. You saw its past. You felt its wisdom. You experienced its strength. But most importantly, backhand index pointing right, you practiced English. Every story you listened to, every sentence you understand. Backhand index pointing right, you are improving. Speech balloon call to action. Now I want to hear from you, Red Heart. Backhand index pointing right, what did you learn from Bihar? Backhand index pointing right, which state should I tell next? Write in the comment box. Backhand index pointing down. Bell subscribe to NB English class. Thumbs up, like and share. Red Heart, remember. Learning English is a journey. Small steps every day. Big success tomorrow. Sparkles keep learning. Sparkles keep speaking. Sparkles keep growing with NB English class.